Hello students. Okay, let's read our question. Which expression is equivalent to 16 plus 2 times 14? And I see more than one operation here, right? So I underline and I'm gonna box and it's the same. And then this is the expression. And to elaborate, I'm gonna bring the order of operations anchor chart. So for this question, we're gonna follow this anchor chart. Do we have any parentheses? No. Exponents? No. Division and multiplication or multiplication and division? I go from left to right and we do. So we're gonna focus on this one. And we have 2 times 14 and I multiply on the side. I don't multiply underneath so I can keep my process clean. 4 times 2, 8. 2 times 1, 2. If you did it mentally, that's awesome. Great. Bring down the 16. Bring down the plus. Now we only have one operation. 16 plus 28. We do it on the side. 16 plus 28. And you help me to add 8 plus 6, 14. 4 and we carry 1. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, that's a 4. So we need to look for an expression that is the same as 44. And since I have many expressions in my different choices, I'm going to do one choice at a time. So I'm going to do A first. This is going to be the work for letter A. And I'm going to rewrite the expression. Okay, so this is the expression given for choice A, and we're going to follow order of operations. Is there any parentheses here? No. We go to the next step. Are there exponents in here? Yes. So we're going to work out this exponent first. So I'm going to focus on this one right here on the side, and I'm going to do some squiggles to separate the word. So I'm going to do here 2 to the 4th power. And then what it means is the base 2 that we have here, we're going to repeat it as many times as we have here. So this is going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. How many times did we repeat this number? This is 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Like this for here. And the number we repeat is the base. So now we're going to do the operation. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. Great. So 2 to the power of 4 is 16. See? Awesome. So we're going to write the 16 right here. And everything else, guys, we bring it down. 2 to the 2nd power, multiplication dot, and 7. Great. On the side, remember I didn't have parentheses. I'm still on the exponent step. Do I have more exponents? Yes, so we need to focus on that one. So we're going to focus on this one right here. On the side, I'm going to do 2 to the power of 2 equals, and we're going to repeat this base as many times as we have in the exponent. So it's going to be 2 times 2. How many times am I supposed to repeat it? 2 times. This is 1 time, 2 times. So great, we did good. Now I'm going to write the answer. 2 to the 2nd power is going to be 4. Great. So right here I'm going to write my 4. And everything else, we bring it down. The plus, times, and 7. So for choice A, we are following order of operations. We already checked parentheses that we didn't have in this case. Exponents, we don't have anymore. Now we are on multiplication and division, or division and multiplication from left to right. So from left to right, I see subtraction first. So these two are subtracting, so I don't take those. The next one is between 4 and 7. And this is a multiplication dot, so this is my next operation. So I'm going to focus right here. So we're working here. 7 times 4, that's the 28. Everything else, we just bring it down. We completed multiplications and divisions, and now we only have one operation. On the side, I do my number, my operation. And on this one, we have 20a plus line up your numbers by place value, and then we add a plus 6, 14, 4 and we carry 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 1, 4. Great. So our answer for letter A is 44. It matches. So it looks like we found our answer. Do we have to work out the other choices? Absolutely, we have to. So B, I'm going to use this orange color and I'm going to do the word for B in here. And I'm going to follow order of operations also. PEMDAS here. And I'm going to draw the squiggles. I copy the expression given on choice B and I made this a squiggle so we can keep our work organized. Okay, so now we're going to focus on parentheses, but we don't have parentheses. We go to the next step, exponents, and we have exponents here. This is the first one that we have. On the side, I'm going to work it out. So I'm going to say 2 to the second power is the same as saying 2 times 2. Therefore, 2 to the second power equals 4. Okay, so for this number here, we write a 4. And everything else, we bring it down. Bring down the multiplication dot, bring down the other 4, bring down the plus, bring down the 7, and the exponent. And remember, I'm still on the exponents step. From left to right, I look for exponents. And we got this exponent here, so we're going to work this out. We're going to focus on this one. So on the side, I'm going to do 7 to the second power. And what we're going to do here, we're going to multiply 7 by itself. So this is 7 times 7. How many times? As many times as we have on the exponent. So it says that 7 is going to repeat itself twice. So we found our answer. Then it means that 7 to the second power is the same as 49. So instead of 7 to the second power, we're going to write 49. And everything else, guys, we just bring it down. Bring down the 4, bring down the multiplication dot, bring down the 4, and bring down the plus. Great. Now we're going to check if we have more exponents from left to right, and we don't. We go to the next step. Multiplication and division, whichever comes first from left to right. So from left to right, is there any division or multiplication? Yes, one multiplication. So we're going to focus on this one right here. 4 times 4, that is 16. And everything else, we just bring it down. Remember that I never do my operations underneath my process. Now I just have one addition, and I'm going to do it on the side. Here I will have 16, line up the numbers by place value, the 4 and the 9. We do the addition. Can you help me to add? 9 plus 6, 15. 5 and carry 1. 1 plus 1, 2 plus 4, 6. So when we add 16 plus 49, that's going to give me 65. And 65 is not the same as this 44 that we got here. This is the one on the answer given. So looks like B is not our answer. Do we still have to work out the other choices? Yes, absolutely. So now we're gonna work on C. For C, I'm gonna use blue. And I'm gonna bring the squiggles for C. Great. So I got the squiggles and I rewrote my expression in here, so I can follow order of operations. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna look for parentheses, but we don't have any. I'm gonna look for exponents, and then we have a couple here. The first one is 2 to the power of 8, and I do it on the side, so I won't mess up this process in here. It's gonna be this number by itself as many times as we have on the exponent. So 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. It's a lot. Okay, it's many 2's. Let's do it. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. 64 times 2, 128. And 128 times 2, 256. You can do it on the side, guys. You can pause on the video, and if you need time to work it out on the side. And you can go backwards to see how we did it. Okay, so 2 to the power of 2 raised to the power of 8 is going to be 256. Great. So we're going to focus on that number right here. Instead of 2 to the power of 8, I'm going to write 256. And everything else, guys, we bring it down. Bring down the plus, the 2 to the power of 2, the multiplication dot, and the 7. And do I still have more exponents? Yes. So we have to focus not on this one. This is an easy one. Okay, we got 2 raised to the power of 2. We're going to repeat this number as many times as we have on the exponent. So it's going to be 2 one time and 2 times like our exponent. So 2 to the second power is in reality a 4. So this is my 4. And everything else, guys, we bring it down. Bring down the 256. Bring down the plus. We have a multiplication dot and we have a 7. Great. Do I have more exponents? No. Now we are looking for multiplications and or division, whichever comes first from left to right. So from left to right, first I have an addition, but that's not what I'm working on right now. This one, it's a multiplication. So we need to focus on the two numbers on the sides. So 4 times 7, you know that one, 28, great. And everything else, let's bring it down. 256 plus 28. And now we only have one operation. On the side, I'm going to line up my numbers by place value. This is 256 and 28. We're going to add. This is empty. I can fill it in with a 0, so I won't mess up my numbers. Can you help me to add? 8 plus 6, 14. 4 and we carry 1. 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 2 plus nothing, 2. So when we add 256 and 28, we get 284. And 284 is not the same as the expression given that it was 44. So now we're going to solve choice D, and I'm going to rewrite choice D in this section that we have on the right side. I'm going to follow the order of operations using the anchor chart that I have on the top. So we need to get started with parentheses. From left to right, we're going to look for parentheses. And there is one parenthesis right here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to solve this operation. This is an addition between 2 and 7. And 2 plus 7, that's going to give me 9. Everything else, we bring it down. Bring down 2 to the power of 4. Bring down the plus. I'm going to bring down the parentheses because I still have an exponent. There. I'm going to check what step am I working on, which is parentheses, and I don't have more operations inside a parentheses, but I have one outside the parentheses, which also is going to be exponent. So I'm going to work this out. On the side, I'm going to work it out. 9 to the power of 2 means 9 times 9. We repeat the 9 as many times as we have on the exponent. And 9 times 9 is 81. So when we work this out, we get 81. And everything else, guys, we bring it down. So we bring down 2 to the power of 4, the plus, and the 81. So I'm still on the step for exponents. So I'm going to work out this one right here. But we're very lucky because we already worked it out on choice A. Remember right here? I'm going to highlight it too. 2 to the power of 4 gave me 16. So I don't have to work it out one more time. I'm just gonna write my numbers. That's gonna be 16, and everything else we just bring it down, plus 81. So now I have just to do one addition. And what I'm gonna do here to save space, I'm gonna add ones to ones, and I'm gonna add tens to tens. So let's do the addition. 6 plus 1, that's 7. And 8 plus 1, that is 9. And 97 is not the same as the answer we got for the given expression. So all this was the given expression. And for that one, we got 44. Then it means that the only choice that the expression got a 44 as an answer is choice A. So this is our answer here. And you guys did awesome. Great.